Om Namah Shivaya.
Shalom, dear friends. I am Professor Dr.Manoj.Kalantri from Eshans in Pune. Today I have come to speak to you about a cosmic connection that virtually every house, commercial premise, which may be an office, a factory, a godown, or a supermarket, or anything has. And that is a temple, the Mandir, the altar. This discussion will be in regards to the fine aspects of Vastushastra. First, let us talk about the position of a temple, a mandir, an altar in any given premise. Well, friends, it is no big secret, and most of you out there must be already aware of this, that the temple needs to be placed in the northeast corner of the premise. Because the northeast corner is called Ishanya in Sanskrit. Ishanya literally means the abode of the Almighty, abode of the gods. So undoubtedly you need to keep the gods in the northeast corner. There again, the orientation of the gods must be such that the gods are facing the west while the person praying is facing the east direction. This orientation is absolutely important and very pertinent to this topic. In case you are not able to keep the temple in the northeast, then what are the other two options you have? The other two options are, you can either place the mandir in the center east of the premise under concentration or the center north of the premise. But here again, the orientation of the gods and the person praying remains the same. The gods will face the west direction while the person praying will face the east direction. There is no dispute about this location in the Vedic classical literature like Maimatam, Mansara, Brajisahita, Vishwakarma Prakash, Samanand, Sutradhar, Manusalai, Chandrika, Rajvallabh, Kamika, Agam, Aparajit, Prucha, and so many others. And even modern Vastushastra very much recommends this position. Now this comes to placement of the temple and this comes to the orientation. Now let us get a step further. You may have two choices. One is to place the mandir on a shelf on the wall. Second, or you may hang a mandir, or you can put it on the ground. I would always prefer that you place it on the ground. Given a choice, you should place it on the ground because a mandir connected to the Prithvi Tattva is always better than a hanging, floating mandir which is suspended in mid-air. It has little relation with the Akash Tattva. That is the second point. The third point is, if you have a bungalow or a duplex, always prefer to keep the mandir on the ground floor rather than the first floor. It's very important that you do not keep any dead elders or pitrus, deceased people's photographs or any kind of a statue or any other format of any deceased people in your family in the temple. See, these people may be very near and dear to you. You must be respecting them and loving them a lot. There's no dispute about it. But the fact is, the Almighty, the gods, goddesses and deities are in a different circuit, a different cycle. While we humans are in a different cycle. So we cannot confuse these two positions or these two varied factors in life. Fourthly, I would like to talk about the size of a statue. I have seen in many cases, in over my 37 years of experience as a professional Vastushastra consultant, people keeping really large size, beautiful statues, but large size statues. Are you allowed to keep them? No. Dharma Sindhu, which is written by Kashinath Shastri around 400 years ago, is the Bible or the Bhagavad Gita of these norms which deal with the temple and various ritualistic aspects of the Hindu religion. It has very clearly said that no statue should be above one hand span of the main owner or the Yajman of the house. This is the distance between the bottom of my thumb and the top of my little finger. It is normally 6 to 7 inches. This diagram makes this optimally clear for you. Now I am showing this particular diagram vis-a-vis two statues of Lord Ganesha. In one statue you can see that it is below this one feet. This distance is called 1 feet. And one is higher or taller. This is not allowed. You have to keep it below 1 feet. Here again, you should not take into consideration the stand or the pedestal. It is purely the Murti size, the statue size, which needs to be taken into consideration. Always remember that a statue should never be hollow in nature. You should always use filled statues, solid statues. Further, I am very strongly of this opinion that avoid clay, plaster of Paris, mud or other easily breakable materials to make statues. Opt for stone or opt for some kind of metal. But again here they have to be solid. This is a large topic, so I'm going to cut this video into two parts, but this is the first part where you will be getting some very important insights about a mandir. What happens is when you have plaster of Paris or clay or mud, they will tend to chip, crack, break, desecrate in some form or other, regardless of how much you take care of them. And if that happens, then it is considered to be highly inauspicious. And many a time, you would not notice it. And then this causes a lot of negative trends or negative vibes, which hurt you and your family or loved ones. So always prefer to go in for a metal statue or a solid stone statue. Then it's very important that your temple or your mandir should not have a shikhar kalash. Now see this diagram. Wherein I have shown a temple with a shikhar kalash, and I have clearly stated the shikhar kalash is that central, top thing which is like a pointed thing. It's a cosmic antenna. You are not allowed to keep it in a home, in a factory, in an office or any other premise which has a roof over it. You should have a temple which has a flat top. You can have small shikhar kalashes in the corner, 4 corners of the temple, but never in the center. Then you need to remember that no statue should be caged. Many times you come across statues which are in glass or fiber or acrylic containers. They're kind of caged. This is again not allowed. The statue should be free. It should not be caged. There should be no casing over it. There should be no capping over it. It has to be absolutely in the open. Now I would like to end my video with one last important tip. Most of us tend to have legs for the mandir, have drawers for the mandir. In these drawers we keep a material related to puja like incense sticks and vermilion and haldi and so on and so forth. My friends, always remember there should be no hollow space below a temple or behind a temple. The space below the temple should be solid. The solidness should be minimum of 9 inches, so that when you sit and pray, maybe on an asan or the wooden stool which is called the pata, your navel level is placed such that the gods, the first step of the gods is above your navel level. The bottom of the gods should be above your navel level. Because the navel level, the area below the navel level is a inauspicious area, though absolutely necessary. inauspicious area because it's only meant for excretion and other tamasic activities. The gods, the deities and the goddesses being extremely sattvic in nature, you need to keep them above the navel area. Well friends, there are many more tips coming your way in regards to the Mandir. I would like to end my video now till the part 2 of the Mandir and the finer intricacies of the Mandir. Do like this video, do subscribe to our channel and do share this video. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. We'll connect again. Shivam Kalyanam, Professor Dr. Manoj Kalantri signing off.